The legacy of Columbus. If you thought back to the first things you ever learned about the history of America, the one that jumps out is that Columbus sailed the ocean blue and discovered America is 1492. While the date is correct, we later learned when our study of history became more scholarly that there is some dispute about whether Columbus discovered America at all. So what is the real legacy that this legend of Columbus has given to the American culture that has made him such a revered figure in cultural history? So much of the Columbus story is approximate that, at first review, we would almost relegate the story of how Columbus discovered America to the level of a myth that borders on superhero worship. But Columbus was not a myth. There is reason to believe that Columbus's fabled discovery of America did not occur on North American soil but somewhat further south of here, somewhere in the Bahamas. But the legacy of Columbus lies in his spirit, and the challenge he took on that is part of the American spirit and one we identify with so strongly. Part of the legend was that Columbus embarked on this trip for the New World despite the prevailing scientific belief that the world was flat. Now research in recent times have surfaced sufficient documentation to show that sailors of that time never did believe that teaching. Their extensive knowledge of navigation and astronomy, which is crucial for any successful sea voyage, was sufficient for sailors to know that the Earth was round and that they would never fall off the edge. Americans always have had such a firm belief in themselves and a core faith that they could do the impossible. That part of the American spirit is what connects to Columbus's setting out on these bold missions, facing certain dangers so he too could discover new lands and have great adventures. The legacy of Columbus also lies in the American desire to explore. Even though the source of the quotation is only a science fiction show, the mission of the fictional spaceship the Enterprise sums up a deep desire in the heart of all Americans. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. To boldly go where no man has gone before. For Americans, the mission of James Kirk is a perfect restatement of the mission of Christopher Columbus, and it is the mission of America which has driven this country and its citizens to discoveries and achievements that have never been done before. It is that spirit of Columbus in all Americans that is one of the things that have made this country great.